Christabella Shirima, a teacher at Turkish Maarifu Schools, Arusha. Today I'm going to teach you history, and the main topic is the colonial economy in Africa. Subtopic: tactics used by the colonialists to introduce colonial economy in Africa. You are welcome. Today's topic is the colonial economy. So, can you share with your neighbor? Turn to your neighbor. Ask your neighbor the meaning of colonial economy. Ask your neighbor the meaning of colonial economy. Yes. Can we share now? Thank you. Colonial economy was a system of economic activities or economic system that was introduced and implemented by the colonialists in Africa in order to fulfill the demands which brought them to Africa. Thank you. Again, another one, please. Yes. Okay, thank you. The totality of economic activities that were introduced in Africa so as to get what brought them to Africa. Thank you. Another one, please. Yes. Share. Richard, share with your neighbor there. Richard? Yes, Richard, tell us. Involves all economic activities like agriculture, like mining, like trading, like industrial activities that were practiced in Africa by the colonialists. Thank you. Okay. We have seen the meaning of colonial economy. Now, can you tell me why colonial economy in Africa? Why Europeans introduced different economic activities in Africa? Yes, Rosie Paul, can you tell me why colonial economy in Africa? Okay, thank you. They introduced the colonial economy in Africa in order to get agricultural raw materials, in order to get mining raw materials, and others. Yes, another one. Mali, can you tell us Mali? Okay. Oh, thank you. Colonial economy in Africa was caused by industrial revolution in Europe, which led to high demand of raw materials, high demand of areas for investments, high demand of cheap laborers, and high demand for markets. Thank you. Okay, can we move now and see characteristics or features of colonial economy? Samira, can you tell us one of the features of colonial economy? Wow, very good. Number one, it was export-oriented. This means that most of the goods produced by the colonialists in Africa were for export. For example, they produced the agricultural raw materials which were exported in Europe in order to fulfill the demand of raw materials for their industries in Europe. Also, they produced the mineral raw materials which were exported to Europe for production in their industries. Number two, Ezra, can you tell us? Very good. It based on cash economy. This means that colonialists introduced the production of cash crops instead of food crops. Before the coming of imperialists in Africa, the Africans were dealing with economic activities which based on the production of food crops. Okay, Tumaini, can you give us another one? Oh, thank you. Thank you, Tumaini. That colonial economy went hand in hand with the forced labor. The Africans were forced to work on European productive sectors, sometimes with no pay or with very little pay. So they were forced to work on them for their own benefits and not for the Africans' benefits. Another one, please. Okay, happiness. Can you tell us another feature? Wow, very good. Colonial economy based on monetary system. Before the coming of imperialists in Africa, Africans had their own system of conducting trading activities. The coming of imperialists in Africa, they introduced monetary system whereby all exchange were done through cash or through the use of money instead of the system of using barter system or the exchange of goods with other goods like bananas and meat or milk and vegetables and others. This was not acceptable by most of the African society, as it was very difficult for the Africans to get money. So the Africans were forced to work in the European production sector in order to get money to pay in exchanging projects or activities. Another one, please. Very good. Colonial economy also went hand in hand with the introduction of taxation. In this way, the Africans were forced to pay tax in form of money, and sometimes were forced to work as a part of paying tax. So this was not good for the African societies. Any other, please? Any other? Oh, very good. Land alienation. The system of colonial economy involved land alienation, whereby the fertile lands for the Africans were taken by the Europeans for their own benefits. Hence, the Africans were left with unfertile land, which were not productive. Any other, please? Oh, good. Colonial economy used high capital in production. It used high capital in production as they opened large-scale production like plantation agriculture, settler economy, mining activities. They need a lot of money, so they invested high capital in production. Another, please. Festo, can you tell us any other feature? Wow! Colonial economy was exploitative in nature. It was exploitative in nature. This means that the Africans were used as a source of income for the Europeans. Most of what were produced in Africa were taken to Europe. So Africans were totally exploited. They were exploited by providing laborers. They were exploited by paying tax. They were exploited through land alienation and others. Oh, thank you. You may add others. Tactics or techniques used by the imperialists to introduce colonial economy in Africa. Wow, it was not very easy for the Africans to accept colonial economy without application of different methodologies. Now, can you mention them? Number one, Ezra, very good creation. Another one, Festo, very good distraction. Destruction. Very good. Another one. Very good. Preservation. So, Europeans or the imperialists used the method of creation, the method of destruction, and the method of preservation to make sure that they introduced and implement colonial economy in Africa. Thank you. Now who can tell us in short, what does it mean, creation? Which were created, which things were created in Africa to enable the Europeans to implement colonial economy or their economic activities in Africa, like agricultural activities, like mining, industrial activities, and others. Wow, very good. The Europeans created different modes of production. Example. Oh, very good. They created money system. Money system replaced barter system. So voluntarily, the Africans worked on the European projects without being forced, as they were now supposed to get money to pay taxes and buy different needs from the imperialists. Another one. Very good. They created taxation. Which was paid through cash or through the use of money system. This also forced the Africans to work on the imperialist production projects in order to get money to pay tax or to get some agricultural crops to pay tax. Thank you. Any other? Very good. They created the so-called land alienation. Through land alienation. Remember, before the coming of the Europeans in Africa, the Africans were happily working hard on their productive, on their fertile land in order to get their basic needs. But the coming of Europeans destroyed the use of African fertile lands, and this was taken by the Europeans. So voluntarily the Africans were forced to work on the Europeans' projects or production areas in order to get their daily needs. Any other, please? Good. They introduced large-scale agriculture or large-scale economy. In this way, most of the productive areas, which were the African properties, were taken by the Europeans and opened very large-scale economic projects in order to achieve or to fulfill the demand which brought them in Africa. The demand of getting sufficient raw materials, the demand of getting markets for the goods produced in Europe, and the demand of getting areas for investment and labor. Okay, after seeing the way the Europeans created different modes of production in Africa which enabled them to achieve the goals that brought them to Africa. Let's see now things which were destroyed in Africa. Things which were destroyed in Africa in order to implement European or colonial economy in Africa. Yes, can I get it from you? Very good. They destroyed local industries. They destroyed local industries like iron smelting in order to avoid competition and also to get sufficient laborers from the Africans. So the Europeans were very skillful to destroy local industries in Africa. This enabled them to get sufficient raw materials from Africa, enabled them to get sufficient laborers in Africa, and also to get sufficient areas for investment, and also to get markets. They knew that if they let the Africans to continue with the different industrial activities in Africa, they could face different competition in marketing. They could not get sufficient markets in Africa. So, to start with, they destroyed local industries in Africa. Any other which were destroyed in Africa? Very good. They destroyed subsistence economy. They destroyed production of food crops and replaced it with the production of cash crops in order to get sufficient raw materials for their industries in Europe. What else? Very good. They destroyed pre-colonial trade in Africa. They destroyed pre-colonial trading activities in Africa. All of this assisted them to introduce and implement and dominate economic projects in Africa. Things which were preserved in Africa. Number one, can I get it from you? Yes, Ezra? Wow! They preserved local tools. They preserved local tools like hand hoes, like pangas, like axes, all of this to make sure that the Africans were not able to develop. The Europeans had no interest with the African development. That's why they left them to continue with their local or with their traditional tools or equipments which could not take them into high production. Very good for this. Any other which was preserved by the Europeans in Africa. Very good. They preserved local institutions like local chiefs. In some areas, local leaders were permitted to continue with their political issues. But all of this was to help the Europeans, not to help the Africans. That's why some areas, not all areas, and specifically areas where the Europeans faced strong resistance, the Africans, the African local leaders were permitted to continue or to remain as leaders in order to help the Europeans. Anything else that was preserved in Africa by the Europeans? Family labor, very good. They preserved family labor. Before the coming of Europeans, the Africans had their own system of performing their daily activities and family unity and family system. So the Europeans in some areas, the family labor was allowed to continue. For instance, in areas where the Europeans introduced peasant agriculture, family labor was used as a major unit of production. But all of this based on the benefit, the whites, the imperialists, the Europeans, not the Africans. In short, we can say that the colonial economy in Africa was more benefit to Europeans and not to Africans, benefited the Europeans and not the Africans. After having discussion on what is colonial economy, features of colonial economy, and techniques or methodologies used by the Europeans to introduce and implement colonial economy in Africa, today I have not prepared notes for you, but I have some questions that if you work on it, it will get a very good summary. It will help you to get very good notes on today's topic. Okay, come to the questions. Question number one. What is colonialism? What is colonialism? Number two, what is a colony? What is a colony? Number three, define the following. Roman 1, define colonial economy. Roman 2, define economic activities. When we say economic activities, what does it mean? Number 3, define production. Define the term production. And Roman 4, define the term agriculture. And Roman 5, define the term mining. Question number 4. In four reasons, explain why colonial economy was introduced in Africa. In 4 reasons or in 4 points, explain why colonial economy was introduced in Africa. Number 5, discuss the mechanisms used by the colonialists. Discuss the mechanisms used by the colonialists to break up the natural indigenous economy of East African people. Number 6. How did the pre-colonial economy differ from colonial economy? How did the pre-colonial economy differ from the colonial economy? Number 7. We consumed what we didn't produce. We consumed what we didn't produce and produced what we didn't consume. Justify this statement in relation to colonial economy in Africa. Number 8. In 6 points, explain the characteristics of colonial economy. In 6 points, explain the characteristics of colonial economy. Thank you for listening to me. I hope you have enjoyed my session. In case you have any challenge, any question, drop it in our channel. We can work on it. Thank you. Bye.